Hello, AriTheGoddesss here. I hope you all are doing well today. May this message resonate with you and may you always use true discernment within every message. May the divine guide you and bring you the truth, the wisdom, and the clarity that is needed for your life, for your journey, and for this moment. This message is going to be a divine activation and healing message. This comes from my very own personal deck. If you're looking to purchase this deck, it will be in the description below. Or you can go to AriTheGoddesss.com to purchase this deck. I use this deck along with other decks as well. So the messages that I have from Divine Activation and Healing deck is Extraordinary, Energy Clearing, Root Chakra, 555, and the Earth Element. And the Earth Element. You may be divinely guided to drink more water in this time. There may be a lot of emotions coming up in this time as well. This is why, and it speaks on that energy clearing. A lot of emotions, a lot of energy, they're coming up to the surface. You know, it's going to be a full moon, so, and you know the full moon brings up a lot of, emotions in this time. It pulls. It not only pulls on the earth, it pulls on us as well. Not only pulls on the tides in the ocean, but it pulls on us as well because we have water within us as well. It varies 60 to 70% of water we have within us. And so that's why when the full moon comes, this energy, a lot of pulling energy. I have here Spirit of Fire as well. So you're being reminded how extraordinary you are. You have gifts, abilities, and talents within you. And it's a reminder to allow yourself to be unique in your own way. Your authenticity will inspire others to do the same. So who you are, when you do in whatever you do, when you are authentic, it inspires others to do the same. And this is what makes you extraordinary. This is something that you're doing already. You have a gift, a talent, ability that you do extraordinary in a unique way, authentically. And it's just a reminder of that it is inspiring people. And it's also inspiring people to use their gifts, abilities, and talents in an authentic way as well. This could be something you're doing, or this is something that when you are able to that you will be doing. Rituals may be significant in this time as well. Clearing out your energy. Setting the intention of just clearing out your energy. As I've spoken of before, rituals is something that you do. Things that you like to do, such as hobbies, personal care in this time. Maybe you do, a certain ritual when it comes to energy clearing. And you've been reminded to do that in this time, especially as we are releasing and a lot of things are being pulled to the surface. It's a time of releasing and letting go and clearing out any energy. This message speaks on, it says, when healing, you may find yourself detaching from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Please know that this is all a part of Divine's plan. Yes, this is a part of the Divine's plan. Have here root chakra, and you're being reminded right now also of the root chakra. This is the red chakra. You may be guided to eat more fruits and vegetables that are red. Wearing the color red may be significant also. The root chakra is, the root of things. This is that grounding, that foundation. I now have a foundation that is firm and stable. Through the divine, I am supported, stable, and protected. So you're being reminded of the stability and the foundation you have with the divine. You are stable. You may be weary about or worry about, your stability in this time, your security in this time, and your protection in this time. This is a reminder of, of that stability, that security and protection that you have. And also, it's also reminding you to work on any energies that may be keeping you from believing that. If there's any blockages in this area within the root, this is right below the navel and the pelvic area. And, this is, where a lot of the root, especially when it comes to, the past, when it comes to childhood, what may have caused, that root to become blocked, or that root to become stagnant, or that root to become traumatized. What was an event that, or experience that you had that may have caused traumatic blockages within this area? Is it abandonment energy? Is it, unforgiveness? Could something, sexually have happened in that area? And I'm not trying to trigger anyone when it comes to that. I've spoken on it on many messages of, me having that energy blocked, so I speak up from it from a place of experience, and I speak on the healing in that area also from experience as well. The healing, and the continuing healing as well. So you may be, reminded, guided right now to focus on that area. Focus on that area in this time. You may not have had, you may have not felt as though your mom and dad supported you, or, you may not feel as though you've had that protection as a younger child. And that's where that abandonment energy may stem from, that root. Your foundation, also when it comes to your home, maybe was unstable. And, this is something you may be becoming aware of, or this is something that is needing healing in this time. Also, there may be you are healed from this, affirming it, affirming that you're healed from that. Affirming, I am stable, I am protected, I am secure. So that message may be for someone. And I also have here the earth element, and it speaks on, becoming, aware and becoming one in your consciousness when it comes to nature. When it comes to your consciousness, becoming aware and one with nature. There's something that I wanted to say. There's something that I wanted to say. But all of this with the divine activation healing message, I believe it's just preparation for, not just preparation, but it's to help guide you along, what it is that you desire, your goals, what it is that you want to be successful at, what it is that you're talented and gifted at, and that you bring to the to the world, to the universe. It's a guide everything I just said was just a guide for you to do along to be in alignment with when it comes to your endeavors, your goals, who you are. It's just a reminder of, how extraordinary you are. Oh, I had 555. I almost forgot, and that's just a reminder of new beginnings. Not only new beginnings, but being prepared for the opportunities that are before you. Yeah, so there's new beginnings. A lot of you may be step into these new opportunities, these new beginnings within your life, and you may be doing a lot of releasing in this time, basically preparing, like I said, it being a guide, for what's to come. Because with the spirit of fire, it's time to shine your power unreservedly. This is something you are being divinely guided to do, or you will be doing. And I also have here Mother Earth. So it goes with that earth. It's a double confirmation of that earth, being aware, forming an alliance with, nature, forging an alliance with nature, and, spending time in nature. Sitting in stillness with nature, grounding yourself in nature. For those who are working on healing your root chakra, sitting still in nature. Also, I have a tree on this card. It's a reminder also of, being next to a tree and seeing the foundation of the tree. See how the roots branches off and how strong the roots are. And it's a reminder also, see, when you are able to sit in that stillness, meditate in that, allow yourself to be around the tree and absorb, what nature has to offer, what the tree has to offer. Always asking before sitting, before a tree, asking, because you sit there, just being honorable and, respectful. But as you are able to allow that and absorb that energy, you it's like you get the wisdom from it, and it carries on with you. And looking at it as one. Wow, okay. And that's what that earth element was speaking of becoming aware and becoming, conscious of it, becoming one with nature. Yes, becoming one. It's like becoming one with the tree, knowing that you are secure, you are stable, you are protected. Looking at the foundation of it and how it's not going anywhere, You're building your foundation right now as well. Or you have built your foundation and you're being reminded of the roots, how strong your roots are. Or when you heal those roots, for some, you are going to gain strong roots that can't be, that will be stable, protected, and secure. Not saying that you are not stable, protected, and secure now, but as you go through this process and let it be your guide, this will be for you. Because with this interconnection card here, you will be bringing forth togetherness. Yes. And with this bear totem card here, it says return into your den to find answers. Yeah, so it goes back to that grounding, meditating, becoming one. This is going to help guide you. This is part of, your rituals. I just spoke of rituals. This is part of you. This is what you do every day, every other day, throughout the weeks or throughout the months to restore you, to rejuvenate you, or you may be guided to look at it in this way. To look at it in this way that, that you're clearing out energy. This is also a way of clearing out energy as well. Because it's preparing you. I give you my blessings to accomplish this quest, your quest. Yes, it's preparing you. It's preparing you. Or this is something that it's not only just preparing you, it's your guide while you are embracing your talents, your gifts, your skills, and your abilities. This is just something that you are being reminded to do. Your rituals, your habits, your your hobbies, the things that, you know, make you, your formula. I have here deep listening, your inner silence. This is where the world resounds. That inner silence. Also allowing silence when it comes to allowing silence and meditation when it comes before you, you know, do something major, or before you, if you know something's going to be like an argument or something, or if you know that you normally, you know, go off in a way, or your energy kind of declines from a situation, or from a message, or from a conversation, or from a person. Meditating before, asking divine to divinely guide you. Set the intention and ask the divine to divinely guide you on, you know, what can be brought to that situation, what can be said, what can be brought, and let that inner silence, be in that moment. Be in that moment and allow inner silence, because this is where the word was down. This is where the truth will come to you. A solution. I have your heart's wisdom. Heart's wisdom. Your heart is going to be your guide. Your heart is your guide right now. And you're being reminded to continue to pay attention to your intuition. That inner voice is going to be it's part of your, okay, so you, it's also, this is why this deep listening here, retire into your den to find answers, using your heart, listen to your intuition. It's you that is being guided. So, and I spoke this before in the message before, of not letting others deter you on your path. When you are able to sit with yourself, sit with the divine, you know, do your rituals, have your formula, trust in the divine, you know, just doing the things that you do in the healing, and, you know, things like that. When you're able to be in that and stand in that, when it comes to others, you know, speaking to you about your life, yes, as I've spoken of before, we all love advice and wisdom, and, you know, and we all know that that's also confirmation as well. Not just confirmation, but allowing, when people, you know, speak about advice or, you know, wisdom, it comes from experience. Sometimes it comes from experience, but this is a time, and so what I'm trying to say with that is come from a pure place. When someone tries to give wisdom and advice. And this is why I'm just saying, you know, we're not trying to take away from what someone can give, or what someone, you know, basically, we're not trying to take away from their energy. We honor their energy, basically what I'm saying. But in this time, on this path, within this journey, within this phase in your life, listening to that inner voice, trusting in divine source, being still with nature, becoming one, going within, you know, meditating, listen with deep listening, because that's what's going to be your guidance. You know, that's what's going to be, you know, this is what's going to lead you to your destiny. And this is what you're being divinely guided to follow. Your intuition, your heart's wisdom, that inner voice, your instincts, the signs that you have been getting. It's all prepared you basically for what's next. Everything you've been through has prepared you for what's next. I know it may sound like I'm going all around, but it makes sense to someone. Wow. And when I said it makes sense to someone, I look down and I see the right now card on the bottom of the deck. On the bottom of the deck. Wow. Yes, because you're limitless with this limitless card here. And I also have divine source and humility. See, I've spoken of this before. It's not that you don't listen to the wisdom or advice. It's you just know what you've just been through, and you know what you're being guided into trusting in this time. It's not that you're against anyone. It's you know what to listen to. This is why you went through your journey. This is why you went through what you've been through. Maybe before you listened to external figures, when it came to you in your life, which led you into isolation, hermit mode, But within that, you went through a rebirth. You went through a deep transformation. You're no longer that same person that continues to listen to others about who you are. Or maybe before you really never listened to no one, not in a negative way, but maybe you've always, chose to listen to that inner voice. But maybe you may had a phase in your life where you chose to kind of listen to others because you thought that was the best for you in that time in your life. And then that led you to isolation or hermit mode or solitude, because you had to learn from that. You had to learn, no, you got to go. The answer is always within, But you're limitless, and it's time for you to know that. And the divine can use anyone or anything in this time to guide you. But first, that guidance come from you knowing, trusting in that intuition, trusting in the signs. So whatever it is that needs to approach itself or approaches, you're ready. Such as that 555 that was in divine activation and healing. Those new opportunities, those new beginnings, a fresh start. Fresh things, new things, not even just things, inward healing as well, inward energy as well. And your deepest needs will be met. And you're being reminded right now to ask for the assistance. Ask the divine for the assistance. If it's assistance on anything, asking the divine to help you when it comes to the assistance that you are needing in this time. Be specific. And ask the divine. And when you ask the divine, when you surrender, ask the divine will bring the people, places, and things that are meant for you. Ask for assistance. Ask for assistance. Trust in divine source. Independence. Yep, I said that. Wow, I can't make this up. Yeah, this is the phase in your life where you're going to have to count on you. You're going to have to count on that inner voice. You're going to have to count on that intuition. You're going to have to use that heart. Let your heart be the guide. Because let me say this. Let me say what I've observed. Okay, let me say what I've observed. Do I want to say this? I also have your body. And that's just a reminder of that's just a reminder of just how, no matter where you are on your journey when it comes to your body, you are extraordinary, and you're limitless, and you're divine, and it doesn't matter the shape, the size. I think that's the shape, size. Yeah, that's the same thing. Our weight, height, same thing. Weight, height. No matter, I know you understand I know that you know what I'm trying to say, but no matter the weight, the height, the size, the shape, you are divine and you are extraordinary. And this may be something that you think about. This may be something that you let get to you. But that has nothing to do with how divine you are. And you being also reminded to honor that body that you're in, and to ask the divine to ask the divine to help you, love your body. If you're having challenges or trouble, knowing that Please give me the radiant miracle of accepting my body as it is. Show me, divine, how to love and fully care for this body. Yes. Whether you care for that body, your body or not, you're divine. And it's a reminder to not let that truth, divine said that is the truth. Truth just came out. That is the truth. And it's a reminder to not let that stop you when it comes to your goals and your endeavors. I was going to say something. I think I was going back to independence. I wanted to independence. Before body came out, I was going to say something about independence. And I was going to say something also about the heart. Independence. Divine said that's the truth as well. It just goes back to what I was saying about, this is the phase in your life where you're that interconnection with the divine. You didn't go through that for no reason. You have a divine connection. You have a connection with divine source, and you're being guided to have faith in that, to trust in that, have your ambition. The more you learn to feed, I'm reading the independence because it's catching my eye. The more you learn to feed yourself on the inside and care for the inner child, the more freestanding you become. Help me feed and love this inner child. And I was going to say something before body came out. The cards had fell, body had came out, and I was going to say something. And I was going to, I'm like, should I say it in this message or wait for another message? The heart's will. That's what I was going to say. With who you are, you may have closed out your heart in the past due to energies. I'm going to say it like this. Due to not just, it's not just relationships. It's not just, it's what you saw in the world. You would see or observe or hear people say that they love or they care or they believe in something, but the actions didn't match up. Their ways didn't match up. And so maybe in the past you may have chose to close off your heart when it came to this, or slowly this happened. You didn't intentionally try to do this, but the ways of what you saw may have, I'm going to say traumatized, may have, I want to use that word, it just may have created a belief that, wasn't true. So basically what I'm getting for someone, you are this very kind-hearted person. You've always been. That's what we naturally are. We're full of love growing up as children, as kids. We're full of love. We're full of energy. We're full of, everything I'm speaking of on this message of divine source, limitless, intuition, heart's wisdom. We all have that when we are, young. But as time, as experience, as events happen, some of that slowly declines. Some of it, yes, we get to keep. But sometimes some of it declines. And going back to what I was saying, there may, some stuff wasn't adding up to you. And you may just be this observer. And you see some of the beliefs that certain energies say they believe in, or certain things that will be said, such as when it comes to love, when it comes to caring, when it comes to just different beliefs. And you saw something different. You was just like, the action just don't match up with me. The action don't match up with your words. And so you may have chosen to close off your heart in that area. You are being reminded right now to Well, this is what you have been doing. This is what you've been preparing to do. You have been opening your heart. And this is why this heart's wisdom here, because your heart has wisdom. Your heart is going to be your guide. And, you know, you may have seen in the past how tough it is to be this kind, loving, caring person in an energy that is opposite. And it's so much like night, and you saw that it was so much like that. It was like oversaturated in that area. But in this time, you have the support to do it now. You have the support to do it now. You have the foundation to do it now. You have the divine with you to do it now. You are not alone to do it. See, when you thought about doing it again before in the past, you felt alone. You felt like using your heart, trying to give people your heart, trying to show people compassion, love, and care. You may have thought you may have felt you was alone because not a lot of people understood what you were doing or how you was approaching how you was, being. You were just really just wanting to be this spiritual being, this human being, caring for people, having compassion for these people. And I've told you in messages before where, I don't mind opening the door for anyone, male or female. I don't mind opening the door for male or female. Or I've spoken of in messages before when it comes to like being in a grocery store or with the job that you do, and you may work around men and women, and you smile. You give a smile to both of them, not one more than the other, not anyone less. But you choose to smile because you set your intention that your smile can warm someone's heart, or you set your intention that your smile can help another brighten someone else's day, because they could be having a bad day. So what you do is, if you know that you have a beautiful smile, or that your smile is, a smile can go a long way. Well, I'm gonna tell you what I've done, or maybe this is what someone else do as well. Is you use that smile to brighten someone's day, but you don't hear this, but you feel the energy of others judging you, thinking that you're trying to be this pushover, or you trying to be all into men face, or you try to be something that you're not. You're really just seeing that you, no matter what color you are, no matter if you're a male or female, no matter if you this or that, I see you. I see the divine in you. And this is something that you probably didn't understand before, but maybe I'm helping out in a way, or maybe I'm bringing some form of confirmation for someone about it. I'm getting hyped, so I had to calm down. Because that really was an experience for me where I had to, but I got through it. See, for some, it may be challenging to get through it, so you just cut it all off. You may just want to cut it all off because you like, I don't want you. And no disrespect, but you just like, you may get the energy of where people feel as though you want them or something like that, or women may feel as though you want their men or want, and it's not even that type of energy. So you may just cut it all out. But in this time, that energy is so much needed, and you're not alone on this. You're not alone this time. You're not alone. You have the divine. You have whatever you believe in, spirit guides, ancestors, divine source, higher self, inner child. You have that with you now, and you can let your heart guide you on a lot of situations. And I'm going to go into another message about that. I'm going to go into another message about that on another message about, the heart. And yeah, I know I went everywhere with that. So yes, hopefully that resonated for someone. But you're not alone in this time. And I know you may feel as though you're alone, but you're not. And this is why that root came out. This is why that extraordinary came out, that 555, because you will be stepping into this again. And it's time to believe in it. It's time to stand in it. And when you do this, you will be able to embrace this. And this teaches others, goes back to that. It goes back to, what card was that? What message was that? Extraordinary energy clean. Oh yeah, the extraordinary card. Wow. It goes back to that extraordinary card where you're able to be authentic. It teaches others how to be authentic as well. And this is where you're gonna shine at. You allow yourself to be different. You are different. You are. And you really aren't different. You really who we are supposed to be. But it just seems different to others. It seems foreign. So I really hope that this message resonated. Forgive me if at the end I was everywhere. Direction. I have your direction. Please show me the right action right now. Please bring me a sign and a miracle that gives clear direction. May I hear the promptings of my own body. And if for some reason I'm about to head the wrong way, please stop me. Direction. I really hope that this message resonated. Sending you so much love and light. May you get it through the wind. Thank you.